I'm going to show you a real life video of what it looks like when someone is in the last phases of life. It's called the actively dying phase. And don't worry, before I show you the video, I will give you a huge trigger warning. And just as an FYI, this is not my patient. This is given to me by a follower of mine who has given me written consent from her and her family to allow me to show this video for educational purposes. I have found that most people are afraid or scared when they are around someone who is dying or even just talking about death and dying. From my experience, the more we prepare ourselves, the more we know what it actually looks like, we alleviate a lot of that fear and we can better be there for our loved ones. People in the actively dying phase are not suffering for the most part, but it's so misunderstood by most people that most people think their loved one is suffering during this time. After you watch the video, I'm going to discuss what you are seeing and tell you what the family told me about prior to their loved one dying. So trigger warning, here is the video. Okay, so there's a video. Thank you for sticking with me. If you notice, her mouth is wide open. That's because it takes muscles to close the mouth, and these muscles are relaxed at the end of life. I'm sure you noticed too, it almost seemed like she wasn't breathing. So you're gonna see very long pauses between breaths. All very normal, not causing any issues. You may have noticed her hands twitching a little bit. Also very normal, not causing any suffering. That's usually because of like electrolytes and things being off. It can cause the body to twitch. And then you might notice her breath sounding a little noisy. Also very normal, not causing any issues. Now her family said she died about 12 hours after that video was taken. So she was very close to end of life in that video. Also about 2 or 3 weeks prior to this, she was talking to her sister who had died years before. So she was having that end of life visioning that a lot of people have. The family also disclosed that this person did have the rally a few days before this video was taken, where she had a burst of energy, where she felt really good and ate and talked to everybody, and then shortly after she died. So there you have it. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for educating yourself about death and dying. I'm trying to change the way we look at death and dying, and I think education is the key. Thanks, guys. And thank you to the family who participated.